I saw you stealing. You're going to jail. Like, I'm calling the cops. Excuse me? It was who? What is up, my shining stars? It's your girl Jessica Renee, and I am back with another shining video. Duh. Okay, so as you guys can probably tell by the title, we are gonna be doing a story time. Now, y'all know when I be coming with the stories, it be like, I know you lying, but the gag is I'm not lying, and I just can't even, like, we're just gonna have to get into the story for me to explain. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this video. All right, y'all, so when I was younger, I used to want to go with my older sister everywhere. Like, I literally would probably crawl up her butt if I could, like, at that time, right? So she used to be annoyed, but like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's your little sister and your mom is basically forcing you to bring her with you if you want to go outside. It was that kind of thing. So my mom used to be like, well, if you want to go outside, you gotta take Jessica. And she would just be like, all right. And it was to the point where all her friends knew me. Like, they just knew, like, oh, we going outside, you bringing Jessica? Like, I literally rolled with them because my mom was just always like, girl, you're not going if you don't bring her. And I used to love that. But as I got older and it started happening to me, I was just like, oh, okay. Because my little sister always wanted to go with me, and I was just like, girl. So that's probably what my older sister was doing to me. Well, I know she was doing that to me because sometimes she would be mad. Like, eventually she got used to it, but sometimes she literally used to be mad, right? So this particular time, my mom told her, I really feel like I really feel like I was going to like 5th grade, or I was in 5th grade, or I was going to 5th grade, one of those. But for some reason, every time I remember this story, I just think elementary school and I think 5th grade. So I'm pretty sure I was in 5th grade. I was probably like 9 or 10. So it's definitely 4th or 5th grade. And my mom was like, I remember specifically because that was a time where my mom started letting me pick my own sneakers, my own clothes and stuff like that, because I was getting a little bit older. So I definitely feel like it was 4th or 5th grade, but that's neither here nor there. So I wanted these sneakers so bad, and I feel like it was Valentine's Day and my birthday is in February. So my mom was like, all right, you want these sneakers, you're gonna get them. So my mom told my older sister, take Jessica downtown and go find her these sneakers. Like, go get her these sneakers and come home. Because at that time I lived in Coney Island. If you live in New York, you know Coney Island is like its own little world. Like, to go anywhere you gotta travel, I promise you. So, and you won't be traveling for a little minute. Like, it's literally, it's like its own little island, literally. But whatever. So she was like, go downtown, find the sneakers, come home. Okay, boom, we go. We gotta take the train. As a little kid, I'm like, this is a lot of traveling, because we had to take the train and go all the way downtown. Now as an adult, I'm just like, girl, you was being dramatic. But at the time, right, I was like literally 9 or 10. So we traveled. I'm having the time of my life, because normally when we go outside, I'm just like walking distance with her. We would walk to this block or hang out on that block or whatever. So this was like an adventure to me, and I was excited, right? So we take the train, we go downtown. She's like, oh, I'm gonna be meeting up with my friend down here. I told her to meet me down here. So I'm like, friend? Because at this time, I'm like, girl, I know all your friends. Say the name. Like, I know all your friends. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to say this girl's name, so I'm gonna give her a different name. Her name started with an A, so I'm gonna call her I'm gonna call her Ava. Okay, so she's like, yeah, we're gonna go down here, we're gonna meet my homegirl Ava. She's gonna come with us to pick up the sneakers, and then we all just gonna go home and go our separate ways. Like, she just want to hang out with us while we down here. So I'm like, you know what, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna meet Ava, whatever. So we get downtown, we meet up with Ava, we go around, we find the sneakers. As a kid, I am so happy, especially nowadays, because nowadays if you want a sneaker and you go downtown looking for it, 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna find it. So that was kind of a big thing. So I was really excited that they had the sneakers. So I'm like, yay, I got my sneakers, I'm ready to go home, get ready to find this outfit that I'm gonna wear with these sneakers, yada yada yada, you know, little kid stuff. So my sister like, yeah, we're gonna go home, but hold on, sidebar, when we went downtown it was like early afternoon, I'm sure, because my mama don't play that. She be like, get there and get home. So I'm pretty sure it was early afternoon. By the time this story ends, we get home at like 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. That's neither here nor there, whatever. So it's about to get interesting, y'all, I promise. So we meet up with Ava. She's like, oh, hi, whatever. But we go find the sneakers, and then I'm ready to go home, and my sister's like, yeah, we're gonna leave, but hold on, Ava want to go to this store. Ava want to go to this store real quick and see if she finds something, because we're gonna go out and she needs an outfit. Okay, Ava, that would make sense, because you know, you came downtown. Like you came here, so that would literally make sense. So I'm like, okay, like already I'm like thrown off, because I used to be like heavy on the mommy said do this and then we need to do that. But then I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I used to hold a lot of secrets from my sister too. That's why sometimes, like a lot of the time, she would really not mind me following her or having to go with her, because I knew how to hold it down, right? So we go to the store. Ava's looking around. Now I'm looking around, you know. As a kid, you go in a store, you start seeing things, you want things, da da da. But browsing as a kid, just looking around, and I forgot the name of the store. I forgot to tell y'all the name of the store. I didn't forget. Obviously, but the name of the store was Conway. We went to Conway's. If you know, you know. If you don't remember Conway's, that's just you. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. But Conway's used to be like this really big clothing store with like cheap deals, good like underwears, bras, things like that. So just clothes in general, but it went out of business, whatever. So we go in Conway's. I'm just looking around. They're doing their own thing, talking about outfits, blah blah blah, whatever. We're in the store for about like 30 minutes. I mean, like, they was trying on stuff. It was just like a lot going on. But the whole entire time, I'm not paying them any mind. I'm just browsing. Like, I'm seeing stuff in the store. I'm like, ooh, I should ask for this, but I'm not gonna ask. Like, things like that. So we go to freaking leave the store, and this tall white man comes up to Ava and was like, I saw you stealing. You're going to jail. Like, I'm calling the cops. Ava starts panicking. Me? My heart started beating, because I'm like, I was with Ava. She didn't steal. She did not steal. I didn't see her steal. I swear I didn't see her steal. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, they must got the wrong Ava, okay? So she started panicking, and she's looking at my sister. My sister was like, no, it was me. Excuse me? It was who? I turned into a hootenanny. I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? So then my sister's like, yeah, it was me. So then he like, you gotta come with me. They calling the cops, everything. My sister gets arrested. I don't know Ava. I just met Ava today. My sister gets arrested. I'm like, oh my gosh, Ava's gonna kidnap me. My sister going to jail. She not gonna come home. How am I gonna get home? How am I gonna tell my mother her daughter in jail? It's just all not adding up. I'm just so confused. So Ava's like, all right, you are gonna come with me. We're gonna go to my house and we're gonna wait for your sister. I'm looking at her like, who went with you? Because now I'm crying. Now I am crying because I don't know Ava. I just met her. So I'm crying. My sister went to the back with them. We can't see her. We can't talk to her. Nothing. They hold my sister. Ava's like, come on. You gonna come with me? We gonna go to my house. At this point, I don't have a choice. At this point, I literally don't have a choice. I'm a kid. I don't know how to get home. I live in Coney Island and we're downtown Brooklyn. And I'm like 9 or 10. So I'm like, okay, Ava. Okay. So I go with Ava. She takes me to her house. You hungry? I don't know Ava, so no, I'm not hungry. How could you think about food at a time like this? My sister just went to jail. And I'm just so behooved because I'm like, my sister don't steal. My sister does not steal, right? Ava's not really trying to tell me much. I'm just keep asking about my sister, like, yeah, da da da. She's trying to do things to distract me. I don't want no food. Then she's like, oh, you want to play my computer? Your sister's coming, I promise. I'm figuring like my sister had got to call her and give her like the rundown or whatever. I don't know. And I also don't know the ins and outs of like how the jail thing works, who press charges and all of that, because I don't know how that works, especially then. And I didn't know. So I'm just like, if you telling me my sister's coming home, then I'm gonna believe you. And yeah, I'm gonna play the computer. So I start playing the computer. That's when like playing Barbie games and stuff was like lit on the computer, like for girls. Playing makeup games and dress up games and stuff like that. So that's what I was doing on the computer. And then they will always give you like the printable stickers and stuff like that. She done let me use her printer to print the stickers and everything. I'm here cutting out the stickers, putting them on my new sneaker box. At this point I'm decorating my little sneaker box and stuff. I done forgot why we here. I lost sight of what was actually going on. So it starts getting later and later and later and later. It's like 12 o'clock in the night now. I'm like, can you take me home? Like, can you please take me home? She's like, no, like your sister's on her way here, I promise. Da, da, da. My sister comes at like 12 going on 1 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to get on my knees and just thank the Lord, because I'm like, oh, they let you go. So Ava is just like thanking my sister, hugging her like, you're a real friend, da, 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 thank you. And I'm confused, but at this point I don't want to be around Ava no more. Like, I want to go home, because now I'm associating Ava with the police and my sister getting arrested. You know what I mean? Like, we done hung out with her other friends and she ain't never, you know, whatever. So I'm like, my girl, I know mommy's probably upset. Like, at that time I didn't have a phone, obviously, so I know my mom was upset. So I was just so scared. I'm like, what am I gonna tell my mom when she starts screaming at us? Like, I might fold. I literally might fold, because this is too much. Like, it was just too much. So we leave Ava house. Now y'all, let me tell y'all, while I was pissed, after all of that is going on 1 o'clock in the morning, we still had to take the train home. We still had to take the train home at that time of night. So when we get to the house, my mom is off the rockers, because at that time when my sister was locked up, or I don't even know if, I have to ask her, but I don't know if they took her to the precinct Actually, let me call and ask her. Hold on, I need to ask you something real quick, and then I'm gonna hang up and call you back because I'm filming my video. I'm filming a story time about the time you and got caught stealing at Conway and you took the blame for her. So when they took you, did they take you to the precinct?
No.
They just held you in the store, right? Okay, I'm gonna call you right back. There y'all have it. Okay, so that's how she ended up coming home, because they never actually took her to the precinct. So I'm just like, but I remember them like putting handcuffs, so I'm associating handcuffs with jail. That's why I was just like, okay. So now we get home. No, matter of fact, forget that. On the way home, my sister's like, yeah, you can't tell mommy, like, you can't tell mommy. We gotta come up with something to say, like, why we wasn't answering her calls and why we coming home so late. Like, we just want to say my phone died, whatever, there was no charger, and we went to Ava's house, whatever, like normal stuff. And I agreed. I never wanted my sister to get in trouble, like, ever. So that's why a lot of the times I would just like hold it down and not say nothing. But if I felt like it was too crazy, then I would just be like, I would just snitch. Like, it was like, I mean, it was like I used my better judgment, you know? But that's neither here nor there. So we get home, my mom is yelling, blah blah blah, but we stick to my sister's story. We hold down the front, we don't say nothing. Cool. I blackmailed her. I'm like, you owe me a lot. But then, like, I feel like eventually, like, not soon after, my mom eventually found out, and then she was also mad at me for not telling. And I'm like, this is just too much. But a whole entire time, my sister was never stealing. Ava was stealing. And then on top of that, not only was Ava stealing, Ava had a warrant for her arrest. So if they would have arrested Ava in the store for shoplifting, she would have went to prison, not jail, prison. So my sister took the blame for her because she never, like, she knew that they would just let her go. So she took the blame. And I'm just like, that's too much. I don't like hanging out with people who put me in situations like that, because then I'm not gonna want to be around you. But then her and Ava actually ended up still being friends, still really close. Now they're not they're not close like everyday friends, they hang out, but they still keep in contact, and yeah, they're still friends, literally. But I was like, don't be out here being on Captain Save a Hoe when you with me, because now you done left me with Ava and I don't even know Ava. After that, I actually ended up liking Ava, but I always gave her like a bombastic side eye.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Because, like, girl, I didn't forget how I met you. I ain't forget. I did not forget. But yeah, you guys, that was my story. I had, like, going outside with my sister was literally like an adventure for me. Like, you never know what you're gonna expect. That's why on a lot of the story times on my channel, they always involve her, because I was always with her. So yeah, you guys are always going to be hearing about her. One story, like, I'm going to figure out another story time that I remember, like a really good one, and then I'm going to have her come on the channel with me, and we're going to tell it together, like, from our POVs, I guess. So that should be fun. But for now, thank you guys so much for clicking to watch this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and come back tomorrow because it's Vlogtober and we post every day over here. Duh. And I'm not posting for my health, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all been pulling through. Like, y'all really have been pulling through. Like, my views are going up, my subscribers are going up, y'all are representing, the Shining family is growing. That just makes me so happy and bubbly inside, like. But yeah, you guys, I'm so happy for that. I really am so happy for that.